Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and let me get these things out of my ears so I can hear myself talk. You know that I have to try this. This is what Katie sent in her happy mail yesterday. She sent us the instructions, plus she went ahead and cut the envelopes. So hopefully I can't mess up from this. I'm not going to guarantee that though. But I think this would be wonderful either in a journal, or you can make this and send it as a Christmas card. I mean, look how neat that would be. You could put a little gift card in here. You could tuck some money in. I mean, it's got all kinds of little pockets. And on this one, she has a little journal book. I mean, you can send this as a card in the mail. It's not that thick, so I don't think it would take but maybe 1-2 stamps at the most. But we're going to try to make that. So, alright, she sent me the envelopes, and she said on her instructions to make sure that you used, let's take the instructions off. Let's see. She put demo envelope, sort of. Okay. So she says to use an envelope without a window. I guess if you had a window, it'd be okay. You could just cover it. And they are unsealed. Okay, so we got this one, and they're, make sure so I can tell you guys, they're the same length. So you would need 2 that are the same length. Now she says to cut this part off. So we're going to cut that part off. Let's hope that we can make it like she did. No guarantees. Okay, we're going to slice that right there, and we'll save that little part. I don't know if she used that in there or not, but we'll save it. Alright, and then she's got glue. So now I'm wondering, do I cut this off? Do I glue that down? Let me think a minute. Okay. This is this little pocket right here. Okay, I think I see. I think. We're going to glue this little envelope down, because we're not going to need that part. And then we're going to glue where she has it folded right here. We're going to glue that right at the end of this envelope. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's go ahead and glue that. If this doesn't turn out right, Katie, I apologize. Okay, and I just put glue right at the end, not up in here, because I don't want to, this is going to be a little pocket, and you don't want to close that up. Now, before we glue that there, she said to cut out this little pull right here. So we're going to do that, but I'm going to cover it with paper first. Looks like she covered from here to here with paper, because this is going to be, ooh, how is that going to be another little pocket? Add pocket here. Okay, maybe this. Yes, that's exactly what she did, I bet. Okay, she put add pocket here. So in order to get this little pocket, and pull it down where you can see, on top of here, then we're going to need to probably add that on there, I think. Maybe that's the way she did it. Okay, so we're going to glue this down. And I'm going to try to go where you guys can follow me, but you might want to wait till the end of the video before you try it, because I may not have it right. Okay, so if I glue that down there, let me see if I can see in here. Okay, it looks like this is just a piece of paper. That she didn't put this on here. This is just a piece of paper from right here down. So we're going to cover, we won't use this, but you could, look, it's the exact size that you could use if you wanted to put that on there, but we're just going to use the paper. So we're going to cover from here to here. No, we're going to cover all the way out through here with paper, just one sheet of paper. So let's grab some of our Christmas paper, because we're gearing up for Christmas now. And I think I am going to use some of this Christmas Past from Rach and Bella Crafts. Let's see if we can see one that would work well on there. I love the one that she used, but I don't have that, so let's see. We want one that has kind of a small picture on it so that we don't have to cut anything in two. Well, I don't know. This may not be the one that I can use. Alright, I'm going to have to get a smaller, I'm going to have to get another set of papers. These have got large print pictures and things on them, so it's not going to go so well with that. So let me find another. Let's use the Hello Susan collection. This one's got some smaller photos, so that will work better in a small area like this. This is Teal Christmas, is what this one is called. Look at that. Let's see, is our pocket going to cut his nose off? Yep, it would. So we can't do that. Can't cut our little nose off of our guy. Okay, I think I've grabbed this one. I think this is going to be the one that will work. I can still see our poinsettias, and we will cut off a little bit of our words here, but that's okay. This is going to be the best one to use, I think. Okay. Let me make sure. Let's see. I do need to glue this all the way down. I should have thought through my paper before I started this, but I didn't. I was so anxious to get into it, I did not. So we're going to glue this down right here. So we have that there. Now let's go ahead and fold it again where it's supposed to fold, just so that I don't lose that fold. Now she said to cut the end open here, so I'm just going to trim a little bit with my scissors. Did she glue that one down? Oh, I think she cut that one off actually. Yes, she cut it off. Tuck inside and glue. So let's do that. Man, if she hadn't told me how to do this, and I still don't know if I'm going to do it right, but... So this little part on this envelope, you tuck that inside and you glue that. And then this part, you want to cut it off straight. So let's see if we can. Okay. Now... I still don't feel like I've got that anywhere near straight, so let's try my little scissors. It's just not... You probably should do this before you glue any parts together. That would probably be the wise thing to do. But you know me, I just jump in with both feet and just go for it. And sometimes that's not the wisest thing to do. Okay, alright. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. So now we're going to cover this with paper and glue this little side down right here to make this a pocket. So before we do anything, let's glue this down here. I thought for sure I just opened that up, or maybe I opened that one up. I don't know. I will show you this envelope in just a minute. Okay. Now, we've got the paper all the way across here. You know, we cut this little piece off. You grab it. We cut this little piece off. Put paper here. Flip it over. This little flap, I just glued down. This one, you glue on the inside, and then you cut that off straight. So this little part right here, you cut it off straight. And then we're going to cover this with paper. And we really needed to have put some paper down in here. She's got paper on all of that, but I'm just going to stick some down in there. So don't glue down until you get all your paper on there. It's the moral of this story. You know what I'm going to use, I think? Let's see. Yeah, that'll go together. I'm just going to use a piece of this. This is the paper that is the caption for Christmas Past. And I'm just going to use it to stick a little piece down in there. We'll need to go about... We'll just go where Santa will peek out the top. And I'm just going to kind of freehand... No, I'm not. I am going to grab my trimmer. So this is trial and error. You guys know I do that sometimes. So just make sure that you watch all the way through and then try to make yours, because I'm sure you can make yours a lot better and a lot quicker. Okay, let's go ahead and trim this little white part off right here. And I'm going to ink it. Yeah, see, if you covered this before you glued that side together, you could get your paper all the way out to the edge. And I didn't, so, but that's okay, because I will just ink it. But just make sure that you cover this before you glue the back part down, before you glue this down the side. And that way you'll have your paper all the way to the edge, and you won't have any white or any of your envelopes showing. See, I get too anxious to make things, so that's why a lot of times I mess up. I mess up. I want to get it made. I don't want to think about it. But we're just going to ink that like that. That's not a biggie. Not a biggie. I would have inked all of my envelope anyway. She covered this with paper and cut a pull in there. And she didn't go all the way across with her paper. She just stopped it there and then put another piece here. Okay, so we just need to put a piece of paper right here. And here again, I think I'm just going to use this. It goes well enough with the Susan collection. They both have the poinsettias in them and the browns, so just going to use that. There we go. Put it right there. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off at the bottom. That way I won't have to guess. Right, now we'll go ahead and ink this. And I do need to cut a little pull in there. I think I can do that once I get this down. So let me think of where I want to start with the Brooklyn stories when we were on in the mountains with the kids. Let's see. What do I want to start with? Oh my goodness. She did a lot of stuff. But you know, she was really good. I mean, I was surprised. She was really good. She didn't do quite as many things as I thought she would. And so therefore, I don't have a lot. But I do have some stories. I can tell you one, or just right off the get-go. There was a pool table in the basement. So, and there was also a ping pong table. Well, I'm no good at all at ping pong. I hit them too hard, you know, but she wanted me to play with her. So I said, okay, I'll play with you. I said, but now Nene's not good at it. They have a ping pong table at their house, so she's pretty good. She said, that's okay, Nene. You can play with me. It'll be all right. You're going to get better, she said. I said, okay. And she said, and I will show you how it's done. I said, all right. Well, you'll have to show me all the tricks because Nene's not good at this. I hit it too hard and I don't know how to hit it light. She said, okay. Well, we get down there, start playing, and I'm hitting it up against the walls, and she's having to run after balls and everything else. After a little while, she took a deep breath, and she said, Nene, I just want you to know you're hopeless. She said, there is no way that you're ever going to learn how to play. She said, you hit it like you hit a golf ball. So she didn't play with me anymore. That was the last time. She didn't care for it. She played with her daddy, but she wouldn't. I'd say, you want to go play ping pong with an NA? No, ma'am. I don't want to. So, okay. Oh, me. She's a mess. And she told her papa that she was a pool shark. I said, do you even know what a pool shark is? And she said, yes, I do. I know what a pool shark is. It's somebody who knows really good how to play pool, and they beat everybody else, but they pretend they don't know how to play. So that's how they beat people. So I was like, okay, I guess you do know what a pool shark is. That little girl is a mess, I'm telling you. Okay, I think I'm going to use this on here. Now this whole piece right here is covered from here to where you glue this part down. So let's see if that would look okay with that. Alright, maybe I'm going to use this piece. I'm having a hard time with paper today for some reason. I'm looking at all of her beautiful bright reds and I'm just not coming up with the right paper. But we'll see what we can do with this. Now I'm going back and forth between two different collections because I've got most of this already committed to a Christmas journal. So I really don't want to use it all on this, but I think we can use enough of it, and they're close to the same color, so it's not that bad. Okay, she says trim this off, so I'm going to go ahead and trim it before I cover it, and then I need to trim this little piece off. I tell you, when you're gone a while and you pre-record videos and then you get back and you have to get back in the swing of things, sometimes it's not so easy. My mind it has to be operating all the time or it quits. Alright, I'm going to cut this off about right there. Okay, I think I'm just going to glue that down and then we'll trim it. Sorry, I'm struggling today. It's just, I don't know. I can't get the paper to look right to me. But maybe you're getting the gist of how I'm putting this together, and I hope when I finish putting this together, it's going to look like hers. If it doesn't, then maybe I can try again and practice a little bit on it and get one that looks like hers. Today is just one of those struggling days. I know everybody has them. I have quite a few. Sometimes crafting comes really, really easy to me. Sometimes it doesn't. Today's one of those days where it's just not coming easy to me. Things are not looking like they should. My trimming is not going straight. So we struggle a little bit, but you know what? I just push on through, because if I quit, then that's not going to accomplish nothing either. Okay. So let's see here now. I'm just trying my best to get it folded and covered like she has. It may not be exactly. See that fold is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this back just like she had it. Wow. This is a little complicated envelope. To me, it's complicated. To her, it was very easy probably. Okay, so there's our fold. We have a pocket here with a little card in it. Yeah, pocket there with a card. And she covered this part, I think. No, this part. She covered a little bit of that, because when I'm looking down in here, I'm seeing that some of that is covered. So we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of paper right here. It can just be a scrap. Doesn't have to be anything big. Okay, we'll slide that in there, glue that down, and then, let's see, this little flap glues down. That's what she has on here, glue down. So let's glue this paper down first. We're going to glue it on this side. Like that. Yeah. And now we're going to glue this down. Okay. So that's what that looks like in there. So this is the end of this envelope. We put paper down in there. We covered this, folded it back where she had it folded, which is in the middle, and then glued this flap down. Now we need to cut our little pull right here in the top. I'm sure we're going to have to do one or two more of these to get the gist of it. But usually after I do one, I can kind of figure out how to do another one. But I can see better, I can see it in my mind better than I can read the writing and tell what I'm supposed to do. So a lot of times if I can just look at it, I can do it. But this one's got a lot of different folds and flips in it but we're getting there. We're getting there. Now that needs to glue down there. I'll go ahead and add a little bit more ink here. I didn't put a piece of paper behind there, which is okay, but I'm just going to add a little bit more ink. There we go. And then this one glues here, and it only glues here, here, and here to make that another pocket. Take these out so I can see a little better. Yeah. That's glued down. No, that's not glued down. Okay. All right. She's really got a double pocket here. There's one back there and one here. So we'll have a double pocket. One back here and one in the front. So I may want to go ahead and put a piece of paper in here. Well, let's see. I don't think I will right now. We might do that later. But make sure I don't need to do anything else before I glue this piece down. I don't think so. So let's glue right there, down through here, across here. Now when I finish this one, I probably will go right ahead and do another one so that I can kind of figure out what I've done. Alright, so we have that. There's our double pocket. We got a pocket under here and a pocket here. Alright, I'm going to fold this back and give it a little ink. That just kind of shows where our fold is. Okay, so we've got, now we need to add our little pocket here. So what are we going to put there for a pocket? Let's see what we have. I might put that little girl there and make that a pocket. So let's just see how wide she has this one. And it looks like it's about the same width as that little girl there. Just gonna make sure. Okay. Now this I feel like needs to be a little bit thicker. So what I'm going to do is cover, I'm going to use this little piece of envelope and I'm going to cover that and glue that down. That will give this pocket a little bit more strength because it is the exact same size as that right there. Well, it likes just a tiny bit being, but it's close enough. And this is a piece, looks like a piece of cardstock paper or pattern paper. So I'm just going to glue it down on here. First off, I'm going to glue this together. I don't really want two pockets there. So I'm just going to glue this little piece together. This is the piece that we cut off of the end of that one pocket. Then we'll put glue here. Oops. I keep putting more glue on my table than I do on the piece for some reason. And glue this little piece down there. And trim this off. Now, if we put that down right there, yeah, I think that will work. I'm going to trim a little bit off of this end where that's sticking over, and a little bit right here. Oh yeah, that should work right there. All right, I need to cut a pull in this, and then I'm going to ink it. I'm just going to cut a real shallow pull here because I don't want to get into my little girls. So don't throw away that other piece of that envelope if you want to use it like this. Yes, that will work. And now we're just going to glue here, down the back, and then up through here. And don't put it right in that fold because it won't fold well if you do. I bring it out a little ways away from the fold. All right, we've got our pocket there. Now, all right, over here she put a little belly band, and then that's a pocket there, double pocket. So let's flip over before we do the belly band and see what else we've got. We've got this pocket here. Now this, cover flat with paper, and then she's got some little cards down in here. So now looks like, yeah, this is glued down, which we've got that glued. So we need to cover all of this with paper. So let's decide what we want to use. I'm just going to probably put this on there. It looks like she used 2 separate pieces to keep the flap from, you know, keep the bend in the flap right. So I think I might use this end and just glue that down, and then I'll trim it off. I'll do the inside first. So what is your weather like where you are? It is cold here in Alabama today. And cold for us. You know, for you guys that live up north, I know you're saying, that's not cold, that's warm weather. But for us, it's cold. I think it is. Let's see, it was in the low 40s last night, maybe? I'll look in a minute. Okay. It is 48 out there right now, so that's kind of cool for us. And my feet are cold. I didn't wear my big socks down here this morning, so it's a little bit airish in the shop. Okay, got that covered, but I'm going to go ahead and ink that real well right there. Then we'll cover the outside, and then we'll cover down in here. And I'm just continuing using this little piece of paper. I mean, this is pretty. There's no use in doing away with it. So let's see. I'm trying to see what she did here. I want that car to be right there on that, and I think I can get it on there if I just glue this down, and then maybe I can trim that. Let's see, did she trim it? Yep. Okay. This is where you're much better off to cut all these pieces before you start gluing. and then glue them down, because it gets a little bit touchy when you start doing this kind of angles. But we'll get it. If we don't get it cut off, we'll just fold it in. Rach, I bet you never thought that the cover sheet for your digital could be so useful. But it is. It's very useful. Now, I've got a little mark there. I'm going to try to cut this. I may not get it right, but we're going to try it and see what happens. Well, pretty good. Not bad. Okay, I'm going to ink this, and then I'm going to ink my envelope. So we have all your orders out. Thank you guys so much for continuing to order from us while we were with the young'uns, with the kiddos up in the mountains. They had a singing convention, so that's where we went with them. We always go with them to their singing conventions. We enjoyed it. We all stayed together in one big cabin, and we had a lot of fun. It rained. Every day it rained. But I like the mountains when it's raining. I don't know about anybody else, but it's okay with me. The kids, they were not too happy that it was raining because they had to go in and out a lot more than we did. But we had fun. Spend a lot of quality time with my grandbabies, and that's always fun. And Mr. Aaron, AJ, as most of you know him, he won at the convention. They give away an award, a big gold award, to the, it's called the Spirit Award, the person that has the best and sweetest spirit about them. And Aaron won it. So I don't know if any of you have seen the video or not, but I posted the video, and of course I've posted 2 or 3 times about it because Nano was very, very proud of him. But he was so happy. He started crying when they give him the award, and his daddy started crying, and of course I started crying. We were all crying, but it was so sweet. So sweet. But they said that he just had a big smile on his face every time that they seen him, and so he deserved the Spirit Award, and that was just, that made us so happy. Let's see. I'm trying to come up with a little piece to put down in there, and I think I might just cut this off right there, and then maybe cut that there. See, I'm trying to use every little piece of this. But he, that night, he had also, and I don't know if any of you seen this or not, he had also sprained his ankle really, really bad. He was running to the car to get his daddy's phone for him, and he slipped in one of the puddles that was everywhere because of so much rain, and he twisted his ankle. So his ankle was swollen, huge, and black and blue, but they iced it down right before the singing. He still got up there and sung, didn't even act like anything was bothering him. But it was just amazing to see him and how his reaction was to all of it. I don't know where I was going with that, but he had a good time, and it was good for him, good for everybody. They got to tell his story of his autism journey, so that is out there now. And Melina, I don't know, she probably hasn't told you guys, but you need to encourage her. She is also writing a book about Aaron and about his autism journey, so I can't wait till she gets that finished, because I know it's going to be amazing. because she's took journalism in school. That's what she wanted to be, as a journalist. And then when she figured out that they would have to call her at all hours of the day and night to be out and take stories, she decided that wasn't what she wanted to do. So, but she can write very, very well. I can't wait till she gets it finished. And for all of you, I know a lot of you have said, I'd like to have their CD, or I'd like to have Aaron's CD, or they now have thumb drives. If you don't have, a lot of the newer cars don't have a CD player in them. I know ours doesn't. And so they went ahead and got thumb drives too, just for those people that, would need a thumb drive rather than a CD. So I will leave their link to their website below if you'd like one of their thumb drives or CD. They have quite a few of them right now. So you can go over there and pick one of those up if you want. I have people ask me all the time, and I try to remember to leave that link below, and I forget. Linking things is a lot of work. And a lot of times my mind just forgets. So anytime that you want a link to something like that, all you have to do is just nudge me a little bit in the comments, and I'll be happy to leave it for you. Okay, so while I was chit-chatting, I covered that, put that there. You can see Christmas. And then I went ahead and just used that extra little piece to cover there. So I like that. I really like that. Okay, so we've got that. Now, it looks like she cut off this little piece at a little angle there. I'm not sure. Let's see if I'll need to. I don't think I'll need to cut mine off. I don't think I will. But you could. That could be something that you could do. I am going to trim that right there. And then, let's see. Okay, we've got that. This one is going to be our front cover. So we need something really, really gorgeous there. Right here. So let's decide what we're going to put on there. Oh, I wish that was wide enough, but it's not. We could put that little squirrel on there. I think we may. Let's see if this would look right. That. I think I might do that. And like I said, these are two completely different collections, but it's Christmas, so you can't go wrong with Christmas. All right, so what do you think if I do that right there? And just make sure I get my birds on there and the Noel on there. All right, I think first I'm going to cut it off this way. And then we'll see. Katie, I've already used all of this and taped it all up. I may have to get another instruction sheet from you to remember how to do it. Oh, me. No, I think if I turn around and do another one right behind this one, I should be able to remember. Let's see. Yeah, that will get my Noel right there. So let's trim that off. I tell you what we will do, since I've had to kind of flip this one around and around in different ways, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and cut another couple of envelopes just to kind of show you how they're cut. I won't decorate it, but I will show you that if you'll just stay with me in the video. And I'll go ahead and cut that, and then you can at least see how they're cut, because I think this one's coming out right. I think. The thing that I would do differently is I would try to cover as much with paper before I glue it together as possible. I think that would make everything much, much easier. Yeah, let's go ahead and make sure we've got ink everywhere on any pieces that might be showing. Yep, that looks good. That folds over that way. Now I'm just going to fold mine and then reinforce the fold with my bone folder. And then we'll see about making other stuff. I like Santa's little eyes peeking out right there. So there's that and there's that. Okay. And then we've got our pocket here. All right, let's fold hers up and see if we've got, of course, we still need to make our belly band. Yeah, hers is folded like that. So open that up, belly band, open that up. We need to put a belly band right here. She has a piece of paper and then looks like some punches. Looks like she punched out some pieces. I think I'm going to put lace in a little piece of paper. So let me grab some lace. You know what? I might not put any paper at all. This is some lace that I got from Blue Fern. Now, I didn't order a lot of this lace to sell in the store because to me, it's a little bit pricey. This is just a yard, and I think it was like $4.99 for a yard. I mean, I would be happy to if you guys would think you would buy it, but it's quite expensive, I think. I mean, it's very nice lace, but I bought just a couple of to see how they were, but I didn't buy any to sell in the store. This goes with the collection, Yuletide collection. Okay, I think I am going to have a piece of paper behind that. Okay, what should we put behind that? It needs to be something pretty that maybe would just show through a little bit. But I don't want to take away from that lace. Okay, I can't find anything that I really like to put behind this because everything that I put behind it seems to take away from the lace, and I don't want that. So I think I'm just going to glue it down. I'm not all the way. I'm going to leave a little area there that you can tuck something under, but I am just going to glue the top and the bottom. And I'm going to move it over a little bit because I don't want my car covered up. I'm going to pull it a little bit tight just so that when we tuck something behind it, it'll stay there. There we go. Yeah, and then we'll trim this little part down here off. Okay. So there is that. Isn't that pretty? That lace is gorgeous. Okay, now she made a little booklet to go behind this. I'm not going to pull up on that right now because it is still drying, but we can make a little booklet there. We can make some little tags to go in here. And I want something else on the front, I think. I don't want to waste that little piece, for sure. Let's see what she did. Let's see, her Christmas tree is an extra piece. Her little girl's an extra piece. Her Merry Christmas. I don't know if that would go there or not. Could probably put it there, but I don't really like it there. I don't really want to cover up my snowflakes. Okay, I think I definitely need something right here. And on Susan's collection, she has this poinsettia that is just like part of one. So I think that's going to be perfect. So I'm going to cut this out. And I'm just going to cover in some of that white just to knock it back a little bit. And let's see if we can put that right there. Yeah, I think that'll work. It doesn't cover up our bird, so that's okay. So Susan, you did that just right. That's just what we needed right there. Now I'm just going to trim it off a tiny bit. And then ink that back up. And it'll just look like it was part of that paper all along. But I still want to use this on here somewhere. I just don't know where. This is a little branch. Okay, I think I'll just put it right there like it's coming in from the side. That'll work. It's got a little piece of a poinsettia there, but we're going to put this little piece because I definitely do not want to waste this. There we go. Right there. Okay, and then I want a phrase on here. I know I've got no L there, but I think I want something else right here. Let's see. Maybe joy? Let's see what that looks like there. Maybe too much. Okay, that's a little bit too brown for me, so what if we just cut out this 25 right here and put it there? Since we already have a word, we'll just put 25 there. Oh, I think I'm going to cut off the little corners. And I'm going to put it right in the middle of my snowflake. Just like that. So there is ours. Now, this is without, of course, the little cards and things that she has made, but we can pull in those when we start to add this to our journal. Yeah, I'm liking that. So then you open it up, we can put a little card in here, we can put a little notepad in there, you can put a card in here, card here, card here, card here, and then when you flip it over, you've got this little place for another card. So there is that one made. It took me a little while, but I made it. So there it is. Now, once this sits for a while, it'll lay down like hers is. There we go. All right, I am going to go ahead and grab 2 more envelopes, and I'm going to try to show you how those are cut. And that way you can put one together maybe for yourself. Since I turned that one around about 100 different ways, I know it was hard for you to follow that. Okay, there's one. And all right, we're going to use these 2. They have windows, but we'll just glue right over those. No problem. Now, I'm not going to do this one completely. I'm just going to show you, I think, how she did the folding. First off, you just take the first envelope and fold it in half. And just make sure that it's folded pretty straight. Like that. And then this one, you want to make a double fold out of this one. So you're going to fold it the same place that you folded this one. So I think the best way to be, you want to fold it the same distance is what I'm trying to say. So I think the best way would just be lay it down in here and then fold it over. So that's going to be folded like that. So then you've got 3 that are folded basically the same, like that. As you can see, there's one, there's one. So then what she did, I think, right here she cut off part of this to make this into a little pocket. So we'll just fold that back to about halfway. See, there's our score line right there. We're just going to fold that back to that score line. And fold that down. And I think that's about how much we cut off. Right there. So cut this part off. Let me use my chomper because that will make it much easier. Okay. Alright, now this part goes to make a pocket here. Right there, it makes a double pocket. This part folds over this way. Oops. This over this way. Like that. Now I think, let's see. Let me grab hers back out. Yeah, this end is cut open, so you'd go ahead and cut your end open. This one right here. Just cut a little sliver off of it. And then this end is not cut open. So on this one, you leave this as is. But I think I need to adjust my fold a little bit on this one. See, I've got a little bit hanging over here. So I'm just going to fold it up just a little bit more. Because you want that to be able to fold over flat and come out to the end of this. Okay? Alright. So there are the two envelopes. That's the way they're cut. This is going to be a pocket. This will cut and be a pocket. And then I took this little piece and put it here and made a pocket like that. So when you glue this one, you're going to glue right where your fold, this fold right here, right where that fold comes to the end of this. So right there, that's how you're going to glue that down. You're going to keep all your little trifold pieces here even. Okay. Now this, of course, you would glue that down. Now what she did for me, she went ahead and did it. I didn't have to do it, but let's see. I think what she did was folded it like this. Let's get it even here. And then she just took, I'm hoping this is what she did. Let's see. Took her scissors and maybe cut down that way. Yeah, that works. And that makes your little gap in there. And then this one turns into a pocket. Okay, so then this down there, this partially over that, pocket here, glue your paper here, just like that. So that's got all the pockets on the front. And then here, do a little belly band. Okay. Then let's flip it over and we'll look at this side. Okay. I'm just going to flip it over like this. Okay, this flap is the one that you cover. So cover with paper. That. Alright, this one you glue down. And this is going to be your front. This will be, let me see, this will be glued on the inside, so we need to do this little pocket the same way, or this little flap the same way. Oops, can't hold on to it. Oops, don't cut it quite that much like I did, just cut it a little bit. So this will be glued on the inside here. And then you trim this off even, and that's going to be your other pocket here. But don't cut that big of a gap out, because you see I got a big gap there. Don't cut that much. And then this one just glues down, because all of this is going to be covered. I mean, it's going to be glued to the front anyway. It's going to look like that. Okay, so here's your pocket. So trim straight across. Ooh, I can't draw straight, but trim straight across there. Put a little pull right here. We'll put glue inside. Okay. Alright, this one glue down. So that is it. That is basically it right there. I know that I made it seem a lot more difficult, but basically that is it. Now what I'm going to do is, while I've got this, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. just so that I'll know that gets glued. Now, at this point, you needed to open this up and go ahead and cover that inside with paper so that you have all your paper on the inside. You know, you don't have to do like I did and try to put your paper in there. But basically, that's it right there. And I used this for my little pocket. I think all she did was cut a piece of paper and put it there. But I just used that for my pocket to make it a little bit thicker. Alright, I hope that is clear as mud. No, I hope that is clear to you. If it's not, let me know in the comments below and I'll have Katie to send you a message and draw you out a little form like this right here. Maybe this will help you. Do a little screenshot of this. I don't know if this will help you or not, but do a screenshot and then you'll be able to see what she's talking about. I'm not as good at following instructions as I am just looking at something. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, we will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.